Welcome to Botches Off-Road. We're gonna play some scenarios. Scenarios is a fun game.
Scenarios? What's that? I've never heard of that. Genuinely.
Really?
A game, yeah.
Oh. Yeah, it's a game where you tell someone, like, what would you do in this scenario, and then you talk about it.
Oh, so it's like, would you rather?
Not really. It's like... it's like... You prompt someone with a scenario, and then they explain to you how to either get out of it or how they would handle it.
All right. Okay, I'm following.
So it's literally what we're doing.
Yeah, like, would you rather? Yeah, I got it. Okay. So...
No, not like would you rather. Would you rather's like, would you rather have Miley Cyrus or...
Yikes. The other one.
Okay, fine. The other one. I haven't come up with another one. I was thinking of really terrible options.
Hillary Clinton. I'll take Hillary Clinton.
Oh, God. I'd take Miley over Hillary.
Did you see Hillary back in the day? She was... She was hot.
Modern times.
Oh.
Modern times.
I bet you it grips. I bet you she's pretty
But you
crazy.
see, if I broke up with Miley, I wouldn't die. If I broke up with Hillary, I'd be dead.
I think if people found out that you slept with Hillary anyway,
you'd be dead.
You'd be better off dead by the reputation. So,
especially in our area.
Yeah, right. So,
yeah.
All right. Let's get a real situation here. Give me a scenario.
You snap an axle 25 miles deep into a trail system. There's no cell service. It's late afternoon. We'll say about 5 o'clock. It's starting to get cool. It's like we'll say it's late February. Do you burn resources to fix it or conserve? Or do you just get out?
Well, I'm not walking 25 miles realistically. That's just me.
I guess
Same.
I guess the bigger thing would be which axle. CV axle or actual rear axle?
You know, that's a good question.
Let's
because
say
if it was
the harder one for the rear axle.
Okay.
For
Rear axle.
The rear axle.
Yeah.
Well, hopefully I can get somewhere in 2-wheel drive because I'm going to put it in 4-wheel and drive the hell out.
Yeah.
The only way that this is going to be a game stopper for me is if I break both sets of axles.
Yeah.
Well, let's say your axle completely shears, like you just snap, like Scott with Trail Expedition, how he had his just pretty much snap. It would have completely pulled out. So let's just say your axle snapped.
Oh.
Your tire's laying down on the ground.
Okay, so for a Toyota, that's ridiculous.
Yeah.
For a Jeep, that makes sense. Because Jeeps use a internal retention system rather than being bolted on.
Yeah.
So with Jeeps, when that happens, you just get a big log and you strap it next to it. You might grease the log so the tire kind of rotates with it, and then you strap that log tight to hold that wheel in and then drive out of wherever you're at.
Okay, well, let's figure out a scenario to where this makes sense that you can't just drive out of it. I guess this is what I'm trying to say.
Okay,
because in this scenario...
Both CV axles are snapped,
and
your drive shaft is destroyed.
I don't know what we were doing, but we were fucking shit. Fuck.
Yeah, we were.
We were driving it like we
stole
it. Yeah, so, I mean, first, perfect scenario, if I had everything that I wanted, I'd have like a GPS, Garmin Insight, I'd have Starlink. I could communicate that out. But let's say we don't.
You have no... Yeah, you've got Starlink, but the tree coverage is so thick that you can't get a signal.
Then I would unbolt Starlink from my system, and I would take my battery out, and I would lug it to a clearing where I could use it. That's
the nearest clearing is 25 miles away.
Now, whatever. There's no way. Honestly, if you're on the trail, you're probably not far from one. But yeah,
no.
let's say we don't have it. We're in a survival situation. Burn resources. If they're talking about resources in your vehicle, if we have our current setups now, no reason.
I would pop up my tent. I would climb in there with my blankies and I'd at least take a nap. I might get a fire started. Go find some
Yeah.
real low underground stuff.
Yeah, I would find some wood. I would kind of take inventory if I didn't already know what I had already. I keep a few MREs or freeze-dried meals on me, so I'd be good for a few days already.
Yep, same.
And yeah, so at that point, I could still drive the truck. I could still turn it on, which means I could still charge things. So right at that point, yeah, I'd probably set up camp, hope that someone came up or down the trail. In our area, in about a week, you might get someone. So, like a
I'd give
side by
it
side,
3 days.
yeah, like a side by side, at least. Especially, let's say this is up in the UP where this would actually make sense because you wouldn't be able to.
Yeah.
There's no trail 25 miles deep in Lower Peninsula without you being able to get to a road pretty quick. So, let's just say we're in the UP. And it's February, you're going to see side-by-sides. It doesn't matter. Eventually...
Well, to be fair, you wouldn't be on on a trail in February.
Yeah, in the UP you wouldn't. Yeah, I mean, there's a lot about this that wouldn't make a whole lot of sense, but...
But it is. It was a extremely warm winter. Global warming's in full effect.
Right.
And there's only 2 inches of snow on the ground. In the UP.
Yes.
In February.
Yes. Then, at that point, there would be side-by-sides. You might run across a hippie in a van, one of those Sprinter vans.
Who's been there since, October.
Yep. And he would help you out. But yeah, I mean, definitely not burning your own resources in the vehicle. I mean, there's plenty of other resources. You're already in the woods. At that point, don't get panicky, because anytime you panic in any of these situations is where you start fucking up. Take a breath.
For the most part, like, let's say I break both CV axles, I've at least got a spare set. So I'd probably, if it's like 5-6 o'clock, I'd probably set up camp and then start seeing what I can do to fix whatever's going on. As long as I can get one of the 2 axles operational, I can get out.
Yeah. And I wouldn't have a spare set of CV axles. I'd probably only have one. But either way, 3 wheels running is still... I mean, like you said, this is a hard situation that, like I'd have a U-joint, so if that's what shattered, then...
Yeah.
I'd be good for the drive shaft part of it, but...
as long as you can get both front tires turning, you can't have one turning, you'd have to have both turning. As long as both front tires will turn, you can get yourself out of most situations.
Right. And
the rear axle is going to be way better, but the fronts will get you out. If you break a rear axle shaft, then if you don't have a locker, your rear axle is completely useless.
Right. And
so as long as both fronts work, you're good.
Yeah, and I think in worst case, if your CV snap, you still have a rear as long as you can get your drive shaft going. And nav lockers. Well, no, you wouldn't even need lockers. You just have rear. But so I mean, if you only had one CV, you could just use the one CV. In an emergency situation like that, you got to do what you got to do to get out. But that's a big if now in this time and age. If you don't have service, if you are that far away, that would be more of a west situation. Like in Michigan.
Even then, it's pretty... there's a lot of ifs.
Yes, a lot of ifs. But the biggest thing is not to panic. Like Alex said, if it was like 6 or something, at February, if we're going by the scenario, it's already dark or just about getting dark, and set up camp and get some sleep on it, and then come back in the morning. Hell, you might run across someone in the morning. Who knows? So
everything's easier after the sun comes back up.
Yeah, I mean, you're not gonna... I mean, if you go more into this prompt, it says GPS dies, your phone's dead, and nobody brought a paper map. Cloud covers and blocks the sun. I mean, it's pretty sucky, but...
Wait, where's that prompt? I don't even see that.
It's, Oh, maybe I'm looking at a. No, yeah, no, it's just right. It's the same prompt. It's just under that. Under the "Oops, we're lost." It says your GPS dies, your phone's dead, nobody brought a
Oh,
paper
dude,
map.
that's a whole different prompt.
Yeah, is it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I thought that was part of the same one.
That's why I was so confused.
Oh, yeah, the GPS were lost. Oops, situation. Okay. Yeah, but if that did happen,
Yeah.
charge your fucking phone on your car battery. Run your truck. Your truck can
Yeah.
still run, it just can't drive, so you're good there.
Just don't use all. Be conservative on fuel.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The worst thing would be someone comes out to help, you get it all fixed, and you can't drive out.
Yeah.
Another important thing to put here is always tell someone where you're going
Yep.
and when to expect you home. Because I'll tell you right now, if I told because I always tell my dad, and I was like, Dad, we're going wheeling tonight. I'll be back around 9 or 10. If I don't show up by like 8 o'clock in the morning the next day, he's coming to look for me.
Yeah. Yeah, I'll usually inform someone where I'm going and that general area. If not, if I know more about it, like a lot of these are scouting trips, so you don't really know what you're getting into. But the one good thing about going in a group is that you have a group. So that would, let's say it was us, the Botches crew, and this happened, we'd be fine. Like we'd have that would even be it'd be a hiccup. It would not be the end of the world for us. So at the end of the day,
that's why I prefer riding with a group for that reason. There's always either someone else's stuff to get you out, or someone else's knowledge will get you out.
Yeah, and at the end of the day, someone else's truck will get you out. So,
yep. All right, on to the next one. I'm skipping the "we're lost" one because that's if you get lost and your GPS is dead and your phone is dead and you don't have a paper map, just drive north. Eventually, you're gonna hit a road.
And also, if you're in a vehicle and you're lost, just go back the way you fucking came.
Yeah.
Like if you, honestly, if you get lost and you don't know where you're at, especially in Michigan, it's super easy because we're pretty much on beach sand in a lot of the parts of Michigan. Let's say the UP for all these situations. Just follow your tire tracks, get back out on the main road where you were, and then you're good. I mean, don't make it. I mean, if you're in snow, it's even easier. I mean, the only time I can think of this being an issue is when you're hiking or something, and then still.
Yeah, if you're in a vehicle, go north, south, east, west, pick a direction. Just go that way till you hit a road. It's not very hard.
Yeah. I mean, following a water source always works too, though. Like, let's say all you had is a river next to you. You follow a river, and eventually you'll get out to some sort of civilization.
All right. Well, we glossed over it.
Yeah.
The bad injury call. Your buddy slips spotting and clearly breaks a leg. You're 10 miles from help. Oh, this one's easy.
Splint and put him in the truck and go.
Yeah, you put a stick under him, you wrap it in duct tape, and throw him in the truck, and take him the 10 miles. That's not a big deal.
Yeah, stabilize the leg so it can't move. How you see it in the movies is better than nothing. Put 2 sticks on either side, use some clothes, a belt, something like that to stabilize it so it can't move and be jarred, and put him in the back of your truck and get the fuck out of there. Go to a hospital.
Yeah.
Weather number 4. Weather turns violent fast. Forecast said chance of rain. You get a full-on storm or blizzard. Trail is turning to soup. Do you push forward or retreat? Do you risk driving in worsening conditions, or set up camp immediately? What gear suddenly becomes life or death?
Okay. So I think we should play out all season situations. So let's say we'll do one where blizzard comes. We'll do one where it's flash flooding and water. And then maybe we do one where it's really fucking hot and our vehicle's overheating. I don't know. We could start with the other two, but...
Okay, we'll start with blizzard.
Yeah.
You just, at worst, stop moving and wait it out.
Yep.
Yeah, I mean, if you're on the trail and it's snowing so fucking hard that you can barely see, honestly, for me, I'm going to play it safe and I'm just going to turn around. I'm going to get to an established road, and
if you can turn around.
Right. If you can't, and it's snowing that bad, I'm getting to a safe spot, and hunkering down. Yeah, I mean, if I can though, and which I would try to do if there's no end in sight in this blizzard, if it's supposed to last all night or something. Last thing I want to do is get snowed in if it's even that bad. You know what I mean?
You can always shovel yourself out.
Yeah, but
I don't know. Yeah,
would it be easier to shovel yourself out now or after a foot and a half of snow drops? So me, I'd still try to get out of there.
I mean, always try to get out.
Yeah.
Like if you can't see an inch in front of your face, it's not that big of a deal to fucking set up camp and hang out.
Wait till it clears up a little bit at least. Yeah.
It's not like, and this is Michigan talking, mind you. It's not like we get storms that drop 4 to 8 feet of snow, right? In the lower peninsula. Upper peninsula, you should not be on trails by the time a blizzard could happen.
Yeah.
But in the lower peninsula, we're looking at like a blizzard might drop 1.5 feet, 2 feet of snow.
Yeah.
If your vehicle's on 35s or even 33s, you really should be able to drive yourself out of 1.5 feet to 2 feet of snow.
And that's assuming there is not snow already on the trail, but I mean, the only time I could see this being like really dangerous is if you're in the west with like an overpass, like you're taking shelf roads and shit. It's honestly, you should be checking the weather no matter what. So like you should know that there's a chance of snow and know your escape plan. Well, but
if there's they say it's a chance of snow and then it changes while you're out.
Yeah, and if it gets that bad, as soon as it starts getting bad, I would have turned around as soon as it started getting shitty. Like as soon as
listeners, I can give you some fact checking on Gavin here. There was this one time I was super sick and we went up to Everett and it was supposed to be a little rainy and it started full on thunderstorming. And Gavin was telling us how much fun it was driving in the thunderstorm and continued to drive.
Though.
Yeah, that's so much fun. It was so for everybody else, picture this. It's dark only because of the thunderstorm. Lightning everywhere, absolutely downpouring. The roads are flooding. It's like Jurassic Park, the first one, all over again.
I like how it clarifies. The first one.
Yeah, the good one. But yeah, no, it was absolutely amazing. Like everything soaked. The sky was a different color. I was having a blast. And
I wish I wasn't so sick because I wanted to love it. It was really cool.
Oh, it was gorgeous, dude. The rain, it was just the right temperature where the rain wasn't like cold or anything. And the roads were getting washed out. We were driving through little washouts and it was just really cool. Like it wasn't a flash flood per se.
No.
But the roads were definitely getting a ton of water on them. So, but it was really cool. Winter though, yeah. Winter, I know my truck and I know what it can't do. And snow can be a lot more dangerous than water. So yeah, at that point, if it starts snowing heavy and I'm somewhere risky, unfamiliar, I'm turning around. Yeah, I'm not, and especially if my family's with me, nope, I'm turning around. It's not worth it. All right, and let's do, what was the other one? Flash flood.
Oh yeah, I don't mess with that shit. If I'm in an area where legitimately flash flooding's an issue and I see the water start coming up, I'm fucking out of there.
Yeah, I would definitely try to get out of there too. Let's say your road's washed out and there's a river now where your road was. So
okay,
I would be getting to the highest fucking ground I could get to, and if that means I have to ditch my truck to do it, then okay.
Yeah,
and waiting it out, throw my rain jacket on and just get up there and wait, because at the end of the day, your truck's replaceable. Maybe I'll winch it to a tree or something, but it's not going to matter if everything if you get like what do you call those? Like a mud run. What are those? The mud washouts.
What we'll get if the Hardy Dam goes down.
Yeah, we have a few dams in Michigan right now that are on a watch list, and they're telling people to evacuate. So if those go, if Hardy Dam or Croton Dam for some reason, oh dude, a lot of people are going to end up with waterfront property, and a lot of people are going to end up with no property at all. So that's good. That would be rough. That'd be like a state emergency for sure.
Yep.
And we're already in a state of emergency. It hasn't even happened yet.
Yeah, I know. I'm just saying, like, that would be like a FEMA state of emergency. Like, I can't even fathom that. I don't know. I'd have to look it up, like, in what instances dams have broken that have just completely washed out towns on accident. Because I know they've done a few.
Yeah, so if the Croton Dam blows, there'd be a 40 to 50 foot surge.
Yeah, that's such a. I mean, like, Croton Dam's big. Like, that's a.
It would wipe out. It would wipe out the bridge in Newego and Bridgeton.
Mm-hmm.
Is
it wrong that I still like want to know what wheeling I could do from like
yeah.
That?
It would. If this tells you how bad it would be, it would raise the level of Muskegon Lake, mind you, over 20 feet.
Jesus. Yeah, that's a lot. That's a lot of people with houses underwater. You know, we have this issue when spring comes around pretty often with just snow melt. And this has been, with the rain, it's been crazy. Like,
you also got to remember, we had the most snow we've had in, like, years this year.
Yeah. No, I remember a few years ago, though, like, we had this issue where it was, like, the snow melt, the rain, it was flooding lake houses and stuff, and everyone was coming in for generators. And it's like, this is horrible. This is worse. The
last time that we've been under this much threat was 1986. Mm-hmm. And that dam was so bad that if the Croton Dam would have failed, 75 minutes later, a surge of 47 feet of water would have hit the second dam as the Hardy Pond emptied. They would have wiped out everything, dude. Oh, because, if the Croton Dam fails, that's going to take out Hardy.
Hardy fails to take out Croton.
Whatever way it goes. The Newego M37 bridge would have washed out as a 52-foot surge of water would have hit the city.
Yeah.
That's 8.5 hours later. So...
Mm-hmm. Yeah, this is in the wake of dozens of hydroelectric dams across Michigan being put up for sale. And nobody wants them.
Yeah.
Because of how much it's going to take to maintain them. They've talked about... taking them out, but I mean that's gonna fuck a lot of people up.
They can't. They literally cannot take them out.
No.
Yeah, what do they got? Tawas Point State Park, Ausable River flood conditions. Due to safety concerns from current flood conditions, boating accesses are closed. Yeah, there's Ausable's screwed. Alcona. The lake is gone. Small dams gave up in Alcona. That's in northern Michigan.
Sorry if our last two episodes were really flood centric. It's just that big of a thing that's on my mind constantly, so it's all I think about.
Yeah. Sheboygan Dam's going. They're having issues. We had a bunch of tornadoes last night. So there's issues with that too. I mean,
7.2 billion gallons behind Croton Dam.
Mm-hmm.
That's just, that's a 1,200 acre pond. That is a hell of a lot of water.
Mm-hmm.
And the real question is, would it hurt the fish?
Yes. I mean, we know, but yes. That's like the least of my concern right now.
That's the important thing, is how would the fishing be after the dam breaks?
Everybody's already been talking how the fish has been how they've been bad, but
I mean,
man.
Hardy doesn't help because they literally drained it almost. I think
That's because
last
it was
year or the
about
year
to
before.
fail. Yeah, 2020 they started closely monitoring Hardy because it was about to fail.
Yeah.
It's just terrifying, dude. Like we live in a place. Okay, here we go. If we lose Hardy Dam, we'd lose every single bridge crossing from that dam out to Lake Michigan, and 1,900 homes would be underwater.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is where our 4x4 trucks would start, once everything's settled, would be like lifelines.
I think mine would be underwater.
Yours would, especially if you don't get the timing belt fixed. I'm just saying.
You gotta think.
Like in the winter. Go ahead.
I'm not even 5 miles from the river.
Yeah.
If that much water's coming, and I've got creeks running all around me that are tributaries to the river, all of those would flood. Like we'd be fucked.
Yeah.
This area would be my dad's house would be underwater because he's in that valley.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I'm just thinking more of it from. So, like when we had that really bad winter storm a couple months or years ago, where we got like over 1.5 feet, and people couldn't leave their houses. That was like, I remember doing deliveries for people off of Facebook, driving to their house and driving through 3 feet of powder from like snowdrifts and stuff, delivering groceries and stuff to an old lady or a snowblower to a guy. So, like a flash flood like this, at this time, this is where like everybody who's able needs to come together and start helping out. I mean, that would be crazy. I mean, it seems like it's impossible, but it's really not, and it happens. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's just one of those things that it could really ruin a bunch of people.
Yeah.
Internet bad. Internet bad.
Yeah, it's just yeah. Dude, all of a sudden I couldn't understand what you were saying. All your videos went away.
Oh, jeez.
That's okay.
Yeah.
But yeah, flooding.
I have line of sight internet. Oh yeah, flooding's terrifying.
Let's move on because we've talked about this, and let's do a different one. Let's see. Yeah, look, my next one was flash flood.
We could I got a good one. This goes, Wild Bill, I doubt you listen to us, but this impacts you directly. Fuel miscalculation. You underestimated your range. You're low on fuel and not sure you can make it back. You know you can't make it back. Do you idle less and crawl out, or shut down and reassess? Do you try a risky shortcut? At what point do you commit to abandoning the vehicle? Well, in Wild Bill's case, he radioed ahead to everyone on the trail and said, if you have spare fuel, please leave it on the side of the trail for me.
Yeah, and then it ended up, Busted to Bill ended up siphoning some of his out of his tank and giving it to Wild Bill so he could get a little farther. Yeah.
And then still ended up towing him out.
Perfect scenario, if we're a group together, we'll siphon a little bit out of each tank and get us out of there. None of us carry spare fuel tanks. Mostly because in
really
Michigan you don't need it.
I was about to say.
I would say, I'd go as far as saying most of the United States you don't need it. And like in Wild Bill's case, he just didn't fill up that day. Like, he went on the trail with less fuel and wasn't expecting to be stuck behind a group.
The nearest gas station is like a mile, or like just at the entrance. It wasn't that far, so
yeah. I think I've come across situations to where I had worries, and it'd be basically I drove to the campsite. I filled up where I could before the campsite, but after 5 hours of trails, you use up a good amount of fuel, and then you're like, I'm at like quarter tank. Let's cut this short. Like, you always want to watch it. We were in the UP when that happened, and I was like, I'm at quarter tank. We should cut this short. And then Austin's dad goes, oh, I'm on the last tick on E. And I'm like, did you not fill up? And he goes, no, I forgot. And I'm like, All right, well, we're turning around. So he made it the 5
Yeah,
miles.
I have left from my house for a recovery when my truck was already on E. Did said recovery before getting gas, but I was never more than a mile from a gas station. So what?
Yeah.
I wasn't
Yeah.
worried.
I've never let myself get down to that, especially with recoveries. Like sometimes recoveries take a lot more time than you allot. And the only times that I go on recoveries when I'm at like quarter tank is if they're close and the person will pay me. And that is only because I can't afford the gas to get back home. Is the only reason why I would tell them I could use some gas money.
I can do like a good 35 miles after my gas light turns on, so I'm never.
Yeah, I just tell
about
myself
it.
10 miles, and so I don't get into that situation. But
I
I
know
don't
supposedly when you hit E, you got 30 miles left.
yeah, in my truck, the way it's set
Yeah.
up, I feel like I only get 200 miles on a tank anyway, so I'm giving myself 10 miles, 5 miles maybe.
I will say, one feature of my new truck that I wish the Forerunner had is it tells me how many miles to empty. Oh, that is the greatest thing. And when I fill up and it says 410 miles, it's like,
yeah,
bro.
but you spent like $110 to fill it up.
100, yeah, like 110. You're right, but still, it's like it's nice, dude.
You spent
nice.
how many gallons is your tank? Yeah, so it's like 110.
More than the Forerunner.
Yeah, well, yeah. I mean, I have an 18-gallon tank. It gets me, I say, 250 miles. I say 200.
I think Alex is slightly over 20 gallons because he's almost filled it with 20 gallons worth.
Oh, on the
Power stroke.
All right, so 2014 F250 has 35 gallons is the standard tank size. 40 or 50 is the biggest one.
Sweet. But man, 400 miles on. I mean, you get my gas mileage at that point. You just have a bigger tank.
Yeah, I get like 16.
So you get like my gas mileage because you have your tank is like. What is it? You said 20, 30? Yeah. I have
35.
an 18-gallon tank, I think. So, yeah, I mean, that checks. That tracks.
Yep.
Yeah, I've never let it get low, so I couldn't tell you for sure. But yeah, I get 60 miles to the gallon, which for a truck that weighs like 9,000 pounds, it's pretty fucking good.
Mm.
60 miles to the gallon. Okay.
16.
It sounded like you said 60, and I had to reevaluate everything I knew. And I'm like, did he? What? Yeah, like that would be. I'm like, damn, dude, I'm gonna switch to one of them.
I mean, he was close to almost 20 the other day.
Okay, I'm sorry. The OBS was 9,000 pounds. Apparently, the new truck is only 7,200 pounds.
Well, that's pretty light.
That is pretty light.
Yeah, we got some.
Oh.
Wait. 7,500 pounds.
Hold on, let me look up. I think I'm at like 45.
Yeah, I missed my mileage counter on the old Tacoma.
Yeah.
Let's see, what do I weigh? 42. I'd say I'm probably 4,500 pounds with all the gear and stuff in there.
Maybe even a little more.
Plus me.
Because you got to think, you've got more than your weight of gear in there. So if you're 42, I bet gear minus you, I would say gear wise, you're maybe like 48, 49.
Maybe. Can't tell what that's supposed to.
You got a lot of fucking. That's before you did the cut down on the roof.
Yeah, well, I mean, I cut down on the roof, but I didn't really take much out weight wise. You know, the boxes, a couple of tools, but really not that much out of there. It's still in the truck for the most part.
should definitely put your truck on a scale. I know we put the 4Runner on a scale coming back from or going
Coming
to
back
or coming
from
back
Benji's.
from Mayo. So we had enough gear in there to support 4 people, and the 4Runner was 6,500 pounds.
Yeah. You definitely got that going for you.
I also blew out a strut.
Well, wasn't that
So-
like a cheap strut though too, like or super cheap?
No, it was an Icon.
Was that one of the? I was gonna say,
With a
wasn't
remote
that one you
resi.
bought off of Facebook though.
Yeah, but it was the brand new one's the one that failed, not the used one.
Weird.
Mhm.
Yeah, I mean, I went to Fox. The ride is so much better with the Foxes, so I'm not too upset.
Okay, we got to get back into this. You have a bear at your camp table. What's the first thing you do?
Okay, so normally I used to say I'd pull out my gun and take some shots at that motherfucker. But I recently learned that if you shoot a bear with a 9mm, it just pisses them off.
I mean, I wouldn't
and they
shoot
come
So
it
out.
you
with
may
a
dump
9mm.
them.
Yeah, no, I'd shoot like a tree. You know, a warning shot, scare them off.
Yeah, try to scare
For
them.
black bears in Michigan, honestly, your voice could probably do it.
Me just saying, "Yo, bear, what you doing?"
Yeah,
You'd be
just
like,
us
"Oh,
going,
fuck."
is that a fucking bear? And the bear would be like, oh shit.
Yeah.
I mean, there are some that are a little bit more brazen, like around state campgrounds and stuff, that are just so used to people that they don't care, and that's where I would say like a couple warning shots would go. But usually in Michigan, just the sound of your voice, yeah, just
Our
the sound
bears
of your
aren't
voice.
bad.
And like I've seen a good amount of bears before in Michigan, but none of them are so ballsy that they'll stick around with you outside. Like once they see you, they're gone.
Yeah. And they're all
They are
heckin'
beautiful.
adorable.
Yep,
God, are
they
they
are
cute.
beautiful.
They are so, dude. Like just watching them do stuff. Black bears in
Yeah.
Michigan are the
Yeah.
cutest thing.
That's why they're a spirit animal, man. Seeing them scratch their back on the trees, I feel that spiritually. I've literally done the same thing. I'm like, this is good.
I
Oh,
do that on the regular.
too.
That's like the best way to scratch
Yeah.
your back. You back up to a corner in your house and you're just like,
corners
oh
on the
yeah.
house. Definitely tree bark though. Tree bark is so good.
Dude, I've got this one stud in my shop that it is the perfect spot to scratch your back. Like it is the perfect itch
I want to buy a
every
back
single
scratcher,
time.
but if I do, I know my wife will stop scratching my back, and that is like the best. So I refuse to do it because that's her job. She should be doing that.
My wife already doesn't
I know,
scratch
I
my
have
back
to- I have
anymore.
to usually like bribe her, be like, "I made you a really good dinner. I've been really nice."
I'll be like, "Can you scratch my back?" And she'll say no, so I'll get up to scratch my back on a corner, and she'll be like, "Oh, well, you're up.
Oh,
Can
yeah,
you fill my
while you're
water
up, fill
bottle?"
my water
Oh,
bottle.
hell
We have like
nah.
1 gallon water bottles for the room, so that usually happens once a week. Thankfully now, I fixed that. Yep.
Hell
Yeah, it seems
nah.
like it's a universal man experience when you have a wife. It's just running errands and no back scratchies, man. It's pitiful.
Oh, I've been trying to do it back to her, but she just will not fill my water
Yeah,
bottle.
just say
Like, what
no
is
now.
this crap?
We got to stand up for ourselves, dude. That's the first thing I'm going to do when I get out there.
All right, I got a good one for you. Your vehicle is done. It's either a fire risk, a rollover hazard, or completely unrecoverable. What 5 items do you grab in 60 seconds? Do you mark the vehicle and just go? How far can your group realistically hike before dark?
Well, fuck. I mean, if I have 60 seconds to grab 5 things, it's going to be phone. That'd be number 1, so I could try to call someone.
And to make this easy, your family is not with you.
that was going through my head right there. Yeah, so phone. Usually have my knife and stuff on me, so lighter. I would grab 5 things necessary for survival by myself. If worst came to worst. So maybe dried foods, phone, camp stove, and yeah. I mean, there's not
phone, Zune. I would release the pack out stacks because that takes 5 seconds.
Well, I mean, if 60 seconds, if 60 seconds, I mean, I'll be able to fly open all the doors and just start throwing shit into the banks. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But
See how fast I
that's
can dump shit?
Yeah, I'd dump my setup so fucking quick. But no, I mean, if you have 60
Like,
seconds to grab 5 things only, you're not allowed to grab anything else.
Screw the 5 things, dude. You got 60 fucking seconds.
That's just the prompt you said, but I mean,
I know. Like, that's what they gave me.
Let's say it's a car fire. You have an electrical fire. It's clearly taking over. Your fire extinguisher did not do it, which everyone should have a fire extinguisher.
I've been in this situation.
Yeah, what are you grabbing? You know it's gonna go. You're not stopping it. There's no way to stop it. I'm grabbing my grabbing my phone, and that's pretty much it.
A while ago, we were coming home from my mom's, and we were borrowing my stepmom's old Liberty. I say old because of this situation. And all of a sudden, I saw some smoke coming from under the hood, and I'm like, oh, it's overheating? And I look at the gauge, and it wasn't. So I pull over and pop the hood, and it's like, oh, it's on fire. So I had Kaylin get out with the dog, and I just started emptying it. I got everything out of this car before it was fully engulfed. It was scary because I started front to back, right? Because I knew it was in the front, so I emptied the front row first, and then went to the back seat, and then went to the trunk area. When I was in the back, I was pulling. We had a couple of totes we just gotten from my mom from like stuff from when I was in high school and stuff. So as I'm pulling those out, the front tires started popping and exploding, and that was fucking terrifying.
Yeah,
but I got everything out of that car before it was fully engulfed.
Yeah, I mean, if I'm on a place with cell service and everything, realistically, and I'm by myself, I carry a multi-tool with me, carry a flashlight, and I'm going to grab exactly what I need, and that's the phone to call for help and just get the fuck out of the way. I mean, if I'm on a shelf road and the truck's about to tip over, I don't know, man. I'm grabbing my phone and going. There's not, I'm going to start fucking walking.
Hey, Mark, do you see the weird glitch on Gavin's background where his like whole face has like a punch-out camera through it? Okay, it's not just me. It's like cutting off part of your face, and it looks like around your camera. Mic. Oh, it is. It's his mic. That's hilarious.
Yeah, I was fucking around with that earlier. But
yeah, dude. Like, if you got 60 seconds, you can get most of that shit out. My setup, I could honestly have pretty much the entire setup out in 60 seconds. I'm gonna lose, I'd lose my GMRS radio.
Yeah.
A couple packouts that hold batteries. Like, it wouldn't take long to get the packouts out.
I think for me, if I have like the truck fully loaded, I might struggle with the stuff on the roof rack. Beyond that, everything else is just pull out for the most part.
Yeah, I mean, everything on the roof rack for me is repair for the truck. So at that point,
except your tent.
Yeah, but at that point, like if it's a car's on fire, I'll try to grab the tent, but that'll be the last thing I try to grab.
Yeah,
because at the end of the day, I can make shelter out of just about anything. But yeah.
Hey, Gavin. When your tent is all folded up, how big around is it?
I don't know. I can't think of it at the top of my head, but it's pretty big.
Actually, kind of think about it.
Yeah.
I could just cut the bungee strap off and just pull it off the roof.
Yeah, I could just cut my straps too. That's true. And just.
Oh, but then how would you use them later?
With your car on fire.
Buy another one?
For your car.
Buy another one?
But no, I'm all over the place. I'm being bad today. But I've been thinking about your tent and trying to protect it so it doesn't get damaged. You should measure its circumference. I've got some ideas.
Okay. Is it going to be easy to put up and down on the roof?
Yeah, you just slide it
Yeah,
in.
you're thinking like a PVC.
Well, I was thinking PVC
Yeah.
split in half with hinges on one side. So that to take it off, you just, undo a latch on the front, flip it up, and then pull your
Yeah,
tent
I'd
out.
love to hard mount it and have like rubber straps or something like that, or some kind of strap to. But honestly, this is a test for the tent too, to see how waterproof and stuff. It says it's supposed the tent outside or whatever the case for it is supposed to be.
Oh yeah, I'm not worried.
You,
I'm not worried about water. I'm worried about
Tears.
hitting
Yeah.
trees and shit like that.
yeah.
I'm more worried about how do we protect it from getting torn as Gavin does Gavin things bombing
Yeah.
through the woods.
I'll probably be a little bit more careful now. Oh, I didn't put this in the wrap, but I took on my ditch lights, I have the FJ brackets. They say FJ on
Yes.
them, and they were kind of running into the corners. I took those out, so now I have the ditch light brackets without the FJ stupid shit on it, and
Nice.
pulled those out, bent them back in, kind of where they should be. So, yeah, I fixed that. I just thought I should mention that because you reminded me, but yeah, I don't know. This is going to be a big test for the tent in general. My YouTube channel is getting some feedback on it. One guy was like, for Velcro plastic windows, he's like, and you're paying $1,000, those things should be fucking zippered in. And I'm like, I see the point that he's trying to make, but if you try to like zipper in three corners on a triangle window, I can't imagine that being super easy. But it might seal better than Velcro. I don't know. I'm happy with it as is right now, but I really have to test it out and sleep in it to know for sure.
Yeah. I'm surprised you haven't just popped it up and slept in it.
There's been a couple
outside.
times, but I have like the cats and the dog out there, and they like to mark things, and I really don't want them to piss on it. So,
Oh yeah.
so, and our weather really hasn't been like super great for just staying the night because I don't want to like pack it up wet.
Yeah.
If I don't have to, right? Like if you're camping and you have to, it's one thing, but like pack up wet and then have to pull it out in a couple days on my land, it's just like it's more hassle than it's worth right now. So I got a Friday. I got to go and find some auto ratcheting straps because that's what I've decided I want to use on the tent because they're faster. And Sienna isn't usually helping me with the ratchet straps and stuff, so it's just easier to like pop one of those on the one side, and they work really well. And for taking them off and putting them back on every night, having them ratchet back in themselves, I could just throw them on the seat, would be perfect. And then
Yeah,
I got to get ORV stickers.
Yep.
That's going to be about $40. And then got to get some bacon. Or maybe I'll do Spam. Sienna said she wanted bacon, but maybe I'm going to fuck with her and get Spam. I don't know. It's going to be a super cheap weekend for food, actually. So it's going to be some drinks. I got my water already in the truck. But we're just going to do some eggs, some bacon for Saturday. And we're going to stop at there's an Amish bakery up in that area. And we're going to stop at the Amish bakery and pick up some donuts, and that'll be Sundays and Saturday snacks. So, yeah, it'll be pretty much just dinner for Friday night, breakfast, lunch, and dinner for Saturday night, and we'll already have breakfast with the bakery, so...
Real quick, because I know we're getting close to the end of our hour. I don't know if you guys saw, but Scott from Trail Expeditions, his wife passed away.
I did.
I just want to, I don't know how often Scott listens to us, but I want to give him a little shout out because that's really hard, dude. I don't even know what I'd fucking do.
I don't either. You're strong, man. I'm really sorry. Praying for you guys. Hope everything's gonna be okay.
And I'd met Sarah one time. She was an absolute fucking
I've
sweetheart.
seen her I haven't met her. I've seen her on videos, and she was very sweet.
Yeah.
I watch all of Scott's stuff, keep up to date with that. But
she'd been fighting cancer for as long as I've known
on and
him.
off, so, yeah, it's really sad. I couldn't imagine the pain, but we're all here. We're all here for you, whatever you need. If anybody would be interested in donating to Scott or our Trail Expeditions as a YouTube, watch some of your YouTube videos, give them some views. They have a GoFundMe out right now. It's on our pages. And, just try to help them out. Do what you can, because that's a tough situation, and that's our job as friends and, overlanders, off-roaders, as we stick up for each other and help each other out in tough times. So if you can, please. If not, throw their video on and go cook some food and just give them some views. That'll help push some money his way at least a little bit, but anything helps. Mm-hmm. So
yeah, I feel so bad for him, dude. Scott loved her so much.
Yeah, it's tough. I couldn't imagine losing my wife or my son or anything like that. So, it's really hard. There's no words, really. It's hard to come up with words and things to say about it. But
yeah,
our thoughts and prayers are with you, man. And like I said, if you need anything, you just let us know. We'll be there. So,
yeah. Well, to end it on a sober note, because now I don't know what to talk about.
Yeah. Well, I just had a cousin go too, but that was cirrhosis.
Jesus.
It's happening. It's happening in threes.
People die, life moves on.
I mean,
that's how it works. And I don't mean that to settle. It sucks when people die, but it's been happening for thousands of years. Or millions, depending on what you believe. I don't want to count anyone out here, but
I will say this, that usually my first thought is the daughter of Scott and them. But I know Scott from
Sarah.
Well, I just mean the family, the general family in general. But my biggest thing is from what I know of Scott and from how nice and genuine he's been, I'm not worried about the family. I know he's gonna be okay. It's gonna be tough, but he's a good dad. She's gonna have a really good dad, and that's really what matters. I mean, and that she still has family and stuff. So it's just really good to have that at least. So yeah, it's sad.
Yeah.
It's not the first time, and we've had a few in our time of podcasting. We've had a few overlanding issues, passing away and stuff, like Toyota World Runners, and that was pretty sad too. I didn't know them personally, but man, I watched them more than just about anyone else. Well, than I currently watch. So, and it was super sudden too.
Yeah.
So yeah. Rest in peace. We wish you guys the best. And I don't know. We got anything else? I think we have to end it on a sad note, or can we bounce back?
No, I think we have to end it on a sad note.
We're all sad now. I know. All right. Well, we will see you guys on the next one. Hug your family.
We'll make it a happier. Yeah. Catch you guys later.